All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure having you here. It's. Oh man, like word cannot describe. Me having you here and what this means to me because listen, it's not even. I don't think you understand. You're just part of the show. So it's like I got a show, and then I got people to watch it. I mean, because I'm already the show itself, and I want you to grab all of this because the conversation of what we're gonna be talking about, this is all related. But anyway, if this is your first time, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure having you here, and I mean every second of it. And that's because like you're just part of a show. Understand this. The show is showing you are part of it. So as you being part of this, man, listen. I mean, the show's already on. So welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure having you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer, and essentially, what I mean by being a spiritual healer is simply that, I mean, it's a whole lot, but to simplify it, it's I help you to become what is called Christ-like, Buddha-like, Krishna-like, and what all of these things mean, pretty much, as fancy as they may sound, what they're truly saying is, it's you being a fully developed human being. When you look at somebody like Jesus, he was a fully developed human being. And what that means is it was a person who did not deny their physical aspect, but at the same time, they also acknowledged a greater part of them. And that greater side of them was pretty much, the God, the divine, the divinity in him. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys in terms of, being Christ like, because at this point, it's like it's being illuminated, is you, seeing your life or this life from many different angles, not just from a physical perspective, but also from a spiritual perspective. And then when you get to see both sides, you become illuminated because now you're not one sided, but you see it from all angles. And this is being Christ like it's all about. And as you do so, you also become a fully developed human being. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is how this whole spiritual thing, in just a second I'll be talking about that a lot more, but this whole spirituality plays out into your physical life. Because it's not just a fucking idea, but it is an idea that is being manifested in your life. So as you adapt this God mentality, you become this Christ-like, and also you have control over this life that you're living in. You have the ability to weather the storm, so to speak. And what this is talking about is technically you now, do you see what I'm saying? Seeing a different angle from what's happening in your life. And that's how technically, like, if you're gonna overcome anything, that's how you overcome shit. You overcome an obstacle by looking at it from a different perspective, or I should say a greater perspective. You see what I'm saying to you now? A whole lot, actually. But this is also, what's going on, this is also depicting, yourself. So technically what we do here, and as you see in the title, you are the reward, or the reward is you. And this is critical because I'm starting early on that one, because as you can see, I got the shirt. Like, we're not playing around today. We're staying militant. But also, this is how heavy this conversation is too, because it requires I mean, you have to awaken a certain aspect of yourself, And that conversation in itself too will also help you to awaken certain aspect of you. So, but anyway, this is how heavy this shit is. So, as a spiritual healer, that's what I do pretty much. I help you to become Christ like. In other words, I help you to become fully developed as a person. And for you to be fully developed as a person, you need to acknowledge and embrace the physical aspect of yourself and the non physical aspect of yourself. This is where now I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. The yang and the yin. Because the underlying understanding about that is that you are both. We are all physical because I can touch you, you can touch me, but at the same time, there's a thinking mentality about me that makes me who I am. As I'm touching you, doing all of that, and this is where now we're telling you in the spiritual world that, we talk about polarity. Those two different parts represent you. A strong mind will create a strong body, but a strong body does not mean you have a strong mind. This is relevant for me to say because, this is why for you to become Christ-like, by you mastering the physical and the non-physical aspect of you, it's now taking you to be or to look at yourself from a different perspective. And this is why I personally talk about, the Kabbalion, to master yourself. But most importantly, this is revealing to you that you are spirit. Even though you do have that physical experience that you're going through, when you dig deeper into who you are truly spirit. And this is why you can't remove the material aspect of you neither, because like I said, a strong mind will build a strong body. Do you see what I'm saying? But a strong body does not say you have a strong mind, or does not translate that way. And because it cannot be translated that way, this is why ultimately you are spirit. But anyway, I'm starting heavy too because this conversation is heavy. Like at this point, we got to be able to grab this so we could move on to the next. Man, there's a whole bunch of shit that I have not shared with you guys. This is all basic shit, to be honest. But those foundations are needed because the well-founded that you are, the better well-off you'll be. But most importantly, it's almost like you building your house. It has to be built on a well foundation. It has to be well-founded. This is where now yourself comes in, and this is where now, again, keep in mind, you are the reward. The reward is you. Oh, man. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. I do this a lot, especially when I am very excited. Especially when, oh my God. Come on, man. You can't tell me nothing. And this is also, if you're Christian, when the Bible is telling you, let's just say you are the treasure, finding your treasure. The treasure is you. The true reward is you. But before we could get into that though, as your spiritual healer, as the one who helps you to become mentally and emotionally balanced, this is why for you to get to this level, we have to get in, talk about what it means to be emotionally balanced. What does it mean to be mentally balanced? Because these things do contribute to your inner vision, to how you get to see the full picture. We all know, for instance, when you look at someone, let's just say, who's being emotionally unbalanced, it could be either angry or maybe in love too, depending on how you're looking at it. But let's not, but I wanted to throw that in there just to, balance the scales. Because I wanted to say this because a lot of times when we say someone is not emotionally balanced, we always look at just being angry but not being in love. And you can only find that out too when you truly fall in love, because true love doesn't mean you blinded. True love doesn't mean, do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, this is a whole other, I got a mouthful. This is a whole other conversation. But I wanted to, again, trying to give you that well-founded foundation. You need that foundation. And this is where, too, I'm going to be talking about being emotionally balanced for you to understand what that is. And as we'll be talking about being mentally balanced, what that is. But for now, in terms of you having the bigger picture, to fully be yourself, also requires you, shit. How else? You could be mediocre and fully being yourself. To be Christ-like, Buddha-like, Krishna-like, that's what that shit is. Fully yourself. Fully developed. Because ultimately, that's what we're doing. As a kid, as a toddler, you're going through this, and but ultimately, I'm trying to get you to be focused on the men within. And this is where your reward is going to come from. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I just don't know how to behave. But once again, when that shit is that shit, like, how do you, I can't even hold it. Shit. Forgive me. But at the same time, when the truth is the truth, man, you are the fucking reward, bro. First of all, you are the way. Nothing is done without you, without your consent. If you didn't, listen, man, your approval means everything. That's why I really love the whole idea, even when I was watching Sinners, when evil is coming into your house, evil asks you. And ultimately, it is you. This is why you could say, whatever the fuck, and if it takes Christ for you to be stronger, whatever it fucking takes, nigga, what you're saying is it's you. If you wasn't shit, and somehow with Jesus you could do this, well, however you dissect it, it's you, motherfucker. Now all you're saying is you needed Jesus to be a stronger you. I get it. I hope you know that what you're saying. But it's okay. It's okay. That's why you're here. And this is why I always tell people too, yet again, we got so much to talk about. This conversation is heavy. Everything of what we're talking about here is needed because it's all part of the foundations. You have to understand these things before you can even understand that the reward is you. Then now, when you understand that, then when you step outside of yourself, everything else outside of you is a fucking illusion. And then we're going to be talking about the reward system. There's so much to talk about. But anyway, this is how excited I am. Oh, yes, motherfucker, I am. Because it's almost like, shit, but it doesn't happen that way. Giving you the download and, man, I'm saying too much. But again, let's get back to the meat and the potatoes here in terms of what I do. Why? Like, when you see somebody who's angry, they don't see the full picture. Sometimes they're being triggered. Hey, man, you can't go to jail tonight. No need to fight. I don't give a fuck, man. And then when the motherfucker come down, hey man, was that necessary? Not really. But at the same time, I also want you to pay attention to that, because this is also breaking, this is also another way of showing you that you are more than your physical self. This is why I'm telling you, for you to be fully developed, you have to embrace your psychological aspect, the mental aspect of you, that understanding of you. And when you do, ultimately, like the Kabbalion says, then you're going to realize what? You are spirit. But yet again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but all of that, it all come together. It's all in the mix. It's all in this mixed. So again, then now you see, even when somebody's in love too, man, you'll give them everything. You love them, they don't love you. You can't even see that they don't love you. That's why they telling you now, hey man, pay attention to somebody's action. What this is telling you is, and we're not telling you not to fall in love. Yo, nigga, love until, the will fall off. Well, that's my motto. But you don't want to be in love stupidly and talk about love, nigga. So again, that goes to show you, you need to, you know what I'm saying? You can't be too emotional, but you definitely cannot be too mental neither. Because this is what the mistake of what a lot of people do. When they got hurt, then they realized their emotions didn't allow them to see much more. Then they say, do you know what they do? They be like, you know what? I need to suppress my emotion now, because I would have been able to see a lot more. And let me tell you, my friend, this is the biggest mistake you could ever made. Because when you do that, the same thing's going to happen to you now when you just operate from your intellect. Meaning everything is logical. Now you cannot relate to somebody else. You see, before you were too relatable. This is why emotional intelligence, it's all about, my niggas. When you become emotionally intelligent, it means you still being emotional, but now you know not to cast your pearls before swine. I love you, but I understand that you're not ready for the love that I'm willing to give you. So therefore, that love, I'm going to keep it for myself. I'm going to give you what you deserve. And this is what it means when people are telling you, you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. Because the hoe is thinking in some hoe shit. Now, can a hoe change? Yes. They will change by their actions. Understand this. The whole Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene is two sides of a woman. Your wife, okay, I'm going to be gross for a second. Let me ask you this. This Michelle Obama that is this wonderful lady that you're talking about, do you think that she sucked Obama's dick? My best guess is yes. And I probably very good. Nigga, probably, and I'm just saying this allegedly, very good. But yet she still have values. When you talk about a hoe is pretty much a bitch that do not acknowledge the Mother Mary in her. Let's be honest. You hear it all the time, and I'll tell you exactly what that means. That's why ultimately, when women tells you niggas love hoes, yes we do. No, yes we do. But now the difference is now we want a hoe that is my hoe, not the community's hoe. Do you know what that means? Translation. Let me help you. Translation: when a nigga tells you, "I need a freak in the sheets," how the fuck this shit goes? Uh, 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 uh. I can't recall, man. I'm on some bullshit right now. But technically, what they're telling you, you want a bitch that is professional, a bitch that is respected by the whole community, and then now that same bitch could suck your dick really good. In other words, this is what I'm trying to tell you. No disrespect to Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, man, listen. And in fact, the more I'm going to be talking about this conversation here, then you're going to realize that this has nothing to do with me gossiping or disrespecting nobody. Because ultimately what I'm trying to show you is that we have those sides of us. Just like someone that you say that is a good person, they do bad shit. But yet they're a good person. Just like someone who's a bad person, guess what they do? They do good shit too, man. I'm letting you know. And I'm also saying that too because I want you to grasp all of this. Because this is the basic of what we're going to be talking about. The reward is you. But anyway, let's just slow it down for a second. Let's slow it all the way the fuck down. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I know for me, I want my bitch to be a hoe. I want her to be my hoe. Not I know I want her to swallow my shit, and like, and then we talk about it in private. And you already know, shit, bitch. Don't get it fucked up, bitch. I got you too. Shit. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do have those beautiful lips, bitch. It's that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So the overall thing here is that, you know, that I know for me, shit. That's why I can't do kids. I don't want no kids. You know, I want a bitch that have enough experience for her to know who she is. So you could be my hoe, baby. And then, you know, you offer yourself to be my hoe too. Because now, you know, you could, you know your all that. But anyway, oh shit, I'm wilding. But all of that is to go to show you, to fully be developed as a human being, you have to embrace all parts of you. Good and bad, bad and good, however the fuck you look at it. And, you know, going back to now, you know, when we talk about, so essentially, what I mean about being emotionally balanced, it's you understanding your own emotions. It's you understanding your emotional pattern, where that shit derives from. I was doing this because of that. Then now when you understand I was doing this, I was reacting this way because of that. Now you can change that when that situation presents itself. And then of course we talk about your shadow work, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that too shortly. I mean, it's all connected. But for now, you know, when we talk about emotionally balanced, you know, that's why it's important for you to be emotionally balanced. Because now, okay. So I was talking about in terms of being emotional, you don't see everything. You don't have no logic to help you to balance your emotions out. Because that's why you need to use your logic, not to suppress your emotion, but to help your emotions. Let me say that again. You need your intellect to support your emotions, not to suppress it. When you suppress it, you become, that's what toxicity is all about. And by supporting in it, what I'm saying is, that doesn't mean, giving it a reason to be a bitch. Supporting your emotions, I'm wilding. It's not using your mental or your intellect to as a defense or support or a supportive way to keep fucking up. But it's to acknowledge it and to allow your emotions to truly express itself in the best way that it can without being conditioned or without judging. Anyway, it's a whole lot. I warned you, nigga. This is a heavy conversation. But I'm gonna do my best. I feel like, if there's gonna be certain part that may be too much for you. But if you somehow still here and you hang on to what you can understand and go back to it, it all makes sense. Trust yourself. It would all make sense. So now you have a lot of people now, going back to what I was saying, who sees and understand the deficiency when you being too emotional. And then because of that, they choose to suppress the emotion altogether. Then now they become very rigid. They become very robotic. They can't relate to you. It's what makes sense that makes sense. But see, the thing about being emotions, and we are all connected divinely. Do you understand what divinely means? It's another fancy way of saying emotional. Or let's just say the some of the shit that you cannot touch physically. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. If you know a business is not doing good business, you're not gonna go there. Because not doing good business is they're gonna fuck you up. They're not being honest. What does me being honest have to do with you? That's how you connect to me. So we are all connected through the divine. God damn it, niggas. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you, man. I mean, I do know, but the parts that gets me at times, it's like, when we talk about spirituality, it's your fucking self, nigga. You all fucking spiritual. That's why it doesn't matter what language do I speak. Me being Haitian, you being American, Chinese, whatever the fuck. When you hear the truth, you know the truth is the truth, man. And this is why I've been trying to tell you guys too, and I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But also, when it comes down to Christianity, the truth is the truth, man. Ask anybody else, what do you think about Jesus? They'll tell you what? When you hear the shit that Jesus said, nigga, how can you go against that? And then you ask the same motherfuckers who's going with Jesus, ask them, yo, nigga, what's up with Muhammad, bro? What's up with Buddha? They're not telling the truth. Jesus is the only truth. And I'm trying to get you to see it from that perspective, because one truth never hurt another truth, man. Do you know why real niggas always respect other real niggas? Nigga, Me being Haitian right now, another real nigga who know I'm talking some real shit. I don't give a fuck. You know, like I fuck with hip hop. Do you know why I fuck with hip hop? And the niggas are talking the real shit. It's not because of them. Fuck these niggas. I'm gonna be the first one to say it right now, nigga. But when it's real though, I'm like, that's why I fuck with a nigga like Nas, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, whoever the fuck. Loaded Lux. Nah, because I know what they stand for. I don't need to know, yeah, they're gonna talk that fly shit, just like I'm gonna talk my fly shit too. Nigga, I lived in, nigga, Haiti was known as the pearl of the Caribbean, nigga. And then now you have Port-au-Prince in Haiti. So when New York niggas be talking some New York shit, put any Haitian niggas, put them in New York, nigga. You'll see what's up. I could tell you this right now if you want to talk some shit. A Haitian nigga created fucking Chicago, nigga. Put a Haitian nigga where the fly shit's taking place. Nigga, the name of where we even was raised has a frequency that we embodied, nigga. I mean, this ain't no surprise to me. Wyclef is Wyclef, nigga. Or Haitian Jack, or nigga. And even the Haitian niggas you don't even fucking know about. And now you're getting this work from this Haitian nigga now. Man, nigga. Come on, man. Let me slow it down. Slow it down. Do you see what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Those are frequencies, man. To the pure, all is pure. Rich people buy beauty, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to say, hey, listen, I'm giving you billion-dollar games. If you're buying beauty, then you know your treasure, nigga. The reward is you. But anyway, I'm getting, can you see why I'm fucking excited about this conversation? Man, listen, man, I speak for the livings. I'm way ahead of my time. Anyway. So now, you know, being Judge Dredd, when you're not paying attention to your surroundings, and that requires for you, we relate to each other, your surroundings, through your emotions. Godly. This is why, if you're not in love with your bitch, you could share the same space. But it's never gonna be she's not gonna be your other half. For a bitch to be your other half, for you to live your femininity through her, and for her to live her masculinity through you. That's what marriage is. That's why the two becomes one. That does not need, there's no paperwork that's going to reveal that, nigga. Now, if you have that, you're going to make the paperwork look good. A strong body, a strong mind, but a strong mind does not. Come on, man. This is why you motherfuckers are living in a reward system. You define marriage, you know, with the fucking rewards. Not knowing that you are the fucking reward. God damn it. I mean, I can't hold it. It is what it is. It's too much for me. Obviously. I tried. Have you not? I mean, you know, if you have the sight, you have the sight. I tried. But then again, I understand you gotta see that you are who you are, you know. That's why you don't appreciate quality. But anyway, let me slow it down all the way the fuck down. Whew. This is my reward, man. This is my treasure. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I don't give a fuck, nigga. They don't get it. They'll never get it. You see this? You cannot emulate this. This is why those motivational speakers, they were trying to tell you if you want success, you got to breathe it. Like, are you ready to die for it? This is what they tell. This is what I'm telling you. They're not telling you. You cannot copy it. And then now, when you follow the collective consciousness, this is some free game. Then you have the rich dad, poor dad. You have this motherfucker, this white nigga. He was talking some real shit. Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill. This white boy was talking some real shit. Now listen, man, listen. Like, this is why if you following the truth is the truth. A lot of these white boys too, for you white power niggas, they help you to change the game. You needed a nigga like this nigga to talk about what he was talking about. But again, that's why the spirit uses everything. See, that's why when you go about the black power shit, you're losing a whole lot of shit. And I'm not saying this to say those white motherfuckers, nigga, you have a lot of niggas who talk about this shit. But think about it this way too. Because a lot of you fuckers are addicted to white people. You are. And I'm not saying this because it came from me. Dr. Lila Africa, I'm not trying to be a bitch like Passion on yo. Dr. Lila Africa said that shit. In some way I'm saying that, yes, but I'm also saying it understandably because I understand what he's saying. So, you know, yes, he was, in other words, I'm giving him his flowers. And this nigga, listen, plays a big part in my, oh man, listen, man, I'm never going to stop saying it. When he passed away, I didn't know. I was going through my path, and this nigga in my dream, he snatched me. He said, hey, young blood, let me give you some games. And then the rest of history, I already talked about that. Check out those other channel. We're not going to do that here. But big up to Dr. Lila Africa. Thank you, sir. You know, from that other side. He helped me on the other side so I could help myself in this side. And ultimately, when you say, man, as a man thinketh, so his reality. Oh man, listen. Listen, man. When a nigga come up to you and tell you, man, you want to go to jail, they're going to fuck you up the ass. This is what the reward system is all about. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, now, being emotionally balanced, and I do apologize, guys. I'm pretty much all over the place, which is well needed, though. But all of it makes sense. That's all I could tell you. And I know what I know. But anyway. Emotionally balanced, you know, is Jesus having this conversation with, and I can't recall the verses, whatever the fuck. I'll let you guys do that for me because that's what you are an expert at. I'm an expert at explaining because I'm living it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Support me, nigga. Give me the verses. So now, when Jesus, right, the prostitute, they wanted to stone her. And then when Jesus said, whichever one of you without sin. So through your reflection, your inner reflection, have you made mistakes? Why would you want to stone that bitch? Why is that not her fucking mistakes? You know what that did? It expand your vision, your ways of looking at things. Oh shit, man! Like sometimes I so want to be on some bullshit at times. Like when this shit is so clear, like I don't know what else to say. I guess it would speak for itself. I hope it does. But anyway, my job is not, hey, listen, I'm sucking my own dick. I'm busting in my eye right now. All that. Ain't no apologies, none of that shit. I'm fucking myself like Puff Daddy was fucking Mick Mill in that fucking video. I love that shit. Cause that's how I'm fuck myself, nigga. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, nigga. Get this dick. That's how I fuck myself. At a very young age, looking for books to develop my mind. And then now I got to see it was all about me. Nigga, you can't tell me nothing. How would I live me for the bullshit? No, it doesn't work that way. You don't embrace you because you don't know who you are. Once you do, there's no way out of it. I hope you, oh man. I hope you do. I hope you do. Wholeheartedly. With all my heart. Because ultimately that's what it comes down to. I had that urge as a young kid. Regardless, in fact, nigga, if I were to tell you about where I came from, you have no fucking idea, nigga. I was raised, I lived in a fucking crime organized family who was against me. I don't think you understand. I gotta sleep on that shit. When I tell niggas I am the reward, they don't get it. I'm success. Man, listen, you can't tell me nothing. Man, listen, man. My life, shout out to Biggie, man. From negative to positive. What you gonna tell me, man? What kind of pussy is gonna make me lose my mind? I hope I can see it. At least I'll be like, oh, okay, you got me stutter a little bit. There's no pussy that had done that for me. That's why a lot of my ex, you watching now. It was good for what it was, baby. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I mean, you didn't figure it out. I had to figure it out myself. It's all good. It's not even personal. I mean, that goes to tell you, man, like, shit. You knew I was the reward, but yeah, man, you didn't have it in you. And see, this is where I get to cast judgment. My judgment is always going to be right. And that's divine judgment. It's not because of what you look like. It's not because, it's because of you. Like I said to niggas, man, when niggas be talking about from the hood and all that shit, nigga, man, niggas that's from the hood had to work 2 jobs. Shaquille O'Neal, niggas? Let me say this. Man. I mean, okay, there's 2 ways of looking at this. The best way of looking at this is when this nigga told you he from Trenton, whatever the fuck. I mean, the best way thing for me is because I got to see what it's like. And I got to see what this nigga's also talking about too. To stay on a positive path. Like, you don't know what Trenton is, dog. Just like, I'm going to tell you this too. As a Haitian nigga, like when I moved to the States, I didn't know anything about no project. So when Nas was talking about, yo, man, piecing on those elevator, like, that was one of my shit too. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. That was one of my shit, right? Like, I didn't know that shit until, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I met one of my friends and then, you know what I'm saying? It was this Haitian parade shit in Brooklyn. And this nigga shit, yo, man, let's get some liquor. I got some shit out the crib. The nigga lives in the project. I'm like, yo, is that what a project is? No. When Jay's is breaking down a project, telling you, yo, the elevators and all that shit, nigga. I didn't know what that shit was, my nigga. And I'm not boasting. I'm not doing none of that shit. When I got to, I'm like, yo. So when these niggas tell you they made it, I'm saying that to say, these niggas are nothing for you to play with. Oh, they're very conscious. But anyway, why the fuck was I even talking about this shit? Because I was trying to make there's another something else I had in mind. Anyway, it was what it was. But I guess I was giving them the flowers too. Because I didn't know what that shit was. When a nigga told you, yo, nigga, that's where I came from? I'm saying that to say, and these niggas followed their dreams. They used to be drug dealers, whatever the fuck. That's why a nigga like Jay-Z, I gotta respect that nigga, man. And that has nothing to do with me, like, I'm not shit, nigga. In fact, nigga, do you know, and this is fun facts, and this is what crazy too, and this is gotta go to show you my respect for Jay-Z has nothing to do with, like, nigga, I wasn't bouncing that nigga music. You know, when I went back and listened to that freestyle that he had with Big L and shit, I'm like, okay. This nigga was, yo, everybody was relevant, and that nigga was not relevant. This is why when I tell you guys, like, when people talk about your failure, I don't want to say Jay-Z's a failure then, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously he understood the assignment. But he was not the best of the best. That I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? He had his run though. You know what I'm saying? And even in that way, I mean, I see why 50 Cent hate on that nigga too. Well, on a fucking healthy way. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga, you know what he mastered? Being himself. He stayed relevant, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Anyway, man. That's none of my business. Nigga, I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say in terms of even when you're talking about, you know, people who influence, I'm trying to let you know, like, if you're talking about the reality, we all fail. So the whole idea, let's just say you somehow perfect, being flawless, and that's what the reward system is giving you. I'm showing you with fucking facts and example that's not the way it works. Those motivational speakers, Napoleon Hill, Reverend Ike, all these niggas, they telling you, nigga, your mistakes is how you able to build. So that's why if you even looking at yourself like you can't make no mistakes, that's why the reward system does not work. That's why if somebody's selling you Jesus, it doesn't even work. Even your Bible don't make sense. You know why? Because it's not in conjunction with what you're living. And of course, it's not the Bible that's showing you that, but your interpretation of it. Because of your interpretation, you say, you know what? I'm not perfect. And then you find you justifying it by saying to yourself you ain't shit. Whereas the people who are the shit, or even became the shit, in so many words, they're saying they're not the shit, but they're also saying that I am the shit. You know why? Because they acknowledge that they are not the shit. Whereas you acknowledging that you ain't the shit is giving you no shit. So when we acknowledge the God in us, it's not to say that I got the biggest dick. No. It's to understand that the ability for me to transform, to learn, to adapt, it's in me. There's nothing, even the Christian, listen, that's why I tell Christian, you know what? What does Muhammad means to you? Nothing. And they don't even understand what I'm trying to tell them by saying that. Because if Muhammad means nothing to you, and Jesus means everything to you, that's because nothing is interesting if you're not interested. I don't give a fuck who you are. Jesus is only Jesus because you love Jesus, nigga. You don't love Jesus, guess what? You dealing with fucking, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What does Muhammad means to you? Nothing. Because you love Jesus. Again, this is not taking you away from loving Jesus. I'm just telling you a greater perspective. That same Jesus that you claim to love, he tells you what? You are the way. So that means voodoo means nothing if I don't agree to voodoo. Buddhism means nothing if I don't agree to Buddhism. This is why they tell you all you got to do is choose. The Christ shit, all that shit, allow me to get in. Your evils are evil because you allow them to get in. This is where now I'm talking heavy to you because you don't have the capacity to see that, because you don't have the freedom of thought. You have a conditioning thinking. So automatically, even when we talk about voodoo, like I'll give you a perfect example to show you to reveal your automatic thinking, your conditioning thinking. A lot of you motherfuckers, let's be honest, you don't know shit about fucking voodoo, bro. You do not. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, New Orleans. You don't know, nigga. The only niggas that know, they will tell you what? I'll tell you what they tell you when they know. It's an African spiritual system. The minute you don't see it that way, you don't know what voodoo is. First of all, you don't even know Christianity, to be honest. You don't know. Because if you do know Christianity, trust me, you wouldn't have no issue with voodoo. You wouldn't have no issue with Buddha, because the whole idea is for you to become the illuminated mind, the shining ones, the shine bright, you shining the brightest in your perspective. Your perspective is limited. Because there's no way you're going to tell me, listen, the truth is everywhere. How do you deny, like, Buddha, Krishna, whatever the fuck, when you don't even know them? A lot of the niggas that talk bad about voodoo, you don't know what voodoo is, bro. And what you call voodoo is the ritual you get cut off on. And this is why other people would tell you, okay, you're talking about sacrifice. Why is your God always sacrificing human being? So you talk about sacrificing animal. Your God, isn't that what Jesus was? Okay, so let's just say Jesus is not a human being. What was he sacrificing? His own son? But you can't even see it that way. You can't, because your mind is so conditioned. You know what that means? This is how I want you to look at it. You don't even have the freedom to look at it from any other perspective. And then now here you are, coming to me and telling me the truth. I mean, I don't want to laugh, but I mean, it's laughable in itself. And I'm not trying to say you have to know everything to know what everything means. But what I'm truly saying here, you don't even know what you mean. Then you're going to tell me what I mean. You haven't even fully grasped the true Christ consciousness. Because if you do, then you should understand your own fucking, how you being conditioned to think about Christ. What does Christ represent? You can't tell me none of that. But you can follow what they tell you Christ means. And this is why, listen, man, whatever the fuck, man, give me a verse. You got me, nigga. Like, am I supposed to respond to you? Let me know. I'm not sure if it matters. You see, again, like, I'm not sure if it matters. The reward is you. You don't even understand the own words that you claiming to stand by or behind, besides to. Then now you gonna show me the way? Wow. Okay. These niggas are so fucking slow. They can't even see or understand that slave niggas had another religion. Now, listen, when you understand that, that doesn't mean, yo, this is just logic, man. What would these niggas believe in? You can't even analyze that? Come on, bro. What is there for us to talk about? And for you, and then you keep telling me about this book. And then, and then you talking about, I mean, were you a slave? And if you were, this is what I'm saying. This is where your colonizers, they used it. And this is why, too, you fuckers, they understand God better than you. You don't even understand God. That's why they give you a white Jesus. Listen to what they got to say. They know who God is. Sadly to say, they know God. That's why they gave you that to follow them. That's why they're using it. Man, listen, man. Unfortunately, I had to give you the bad news. They knew God better than you. This is why they tell you all this bullshit about symbolism, and then you have Nike, you have all the symbolism is taking place in front of you. They tell you not to believe in it. Guess how they managing you? You are so addicted to white people, bro. If it ain't white, it ain't right. You do black movies. You want for white people to acknowledge your black movies. Let me say that again. You do nigger shit. You expecting a nigga who's not a nigga to validate your shit. And then now you talking about black whoo. My niggas. Listen, man, this is crazy. It's crazy. But then again, when you truly get to understand what I'm saying, then you understand this is not about no fucking fuck Donald Trump. None of that shit. None of it requires that. But it requires is you to know who you are. Fuck Donald Trump. Donald Trump is gonna do Donald Trump, bro. Like just like anything else. Yo, okay, let me put it to you this way, because you love money. Millionaires in America. Streamers, whatever the fuck. Different, yo. Which way do you want to be? I mean, you choose. Then guess you what? You have a Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying? Young Haitian nigga who understand the game. Bada boom, bada ba. You know what I'm saying? He working. He working. You know, I mean, I had to throw that in there real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get you to understand. Listen, man. Because Haitians is synonymous to your independence. Like, when I be on my Haitian shit, trust me, I don't fuck with the Haitian niggas. I want you to understand that. You getting that live from here, from me. The Haitian, so-called Haitian niggas, I don't fuck with these niggas. But the true Haitian niggas, listen, there's layers to this. We're talking about the forefathers. The niggas like, this is what I understand. Now those are the niggas that I fuck with. Oh, I'm on my Jean-Jacques Dessalines every day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that nigga that built Chicago, Shy Girl. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. You just coming back to the source, baby. You loving right. You ain't doing no mistakes. You know, you hear me? I'm taking you right to the essence, nigga. I mean, it's not a coincidence if you spotted a dread with some lips, nigga. Come home, bitch. It's that way. But anyway, man, y'all got me on some bullshit, man. Had to be thrown out there, you know what I'm saying? Let niggas know, hey, nigga, this is what it is. This is what it is, nigga. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I love every inch, everything of it. But then again, you know, going back to, there's so much more to talk about, man. Okay, so essentially, hour and 4 minutes. Okay, let's cut this shit down. Okay. So, man. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I have my ways of cutting shit down. So essentially, That's what I was saying. You know, so now to be, when you neglect your emotions, you become as one-sided as as one-sided as the motherfucker who's fell in love, and then you saying fuck that nigga, you're gonna be this. You became just like this nigga without even you knowing. But anyway, let's get into it, right? Because we got so much more to talk about. It's been an hour. I mean, the foundations are being laid. It has been laid. So let's get into it. So, to be mentally balanced, what we're talking about here is to have a deeper understanding of how your mind works and how your environment is either conditioning your mind or is shaping you. This is why you need to understand about the school system, the political system, all of that shit. It's not for you to be like Black Power and all that shit. It's for you to be a better you. For you to be a better you. You don't like the whole idea of you being a better you. What that means is, oh man, okay. Okay. What that means is, it's you expanding or the expansions of yourself. That's true freedom. You're not saying some things because because of the environment is telling you what to say. And I'm going to get into that too. Because when we're talking about a reward system, that's what it's all about. Are you being good? How good has you been? Sinners coming to town. But ultimately, this is what you don't realize. Oh my God. Oh, fuck it. It's been over an hour, and then it's time for me to go anyway. Fuck it. So, you being good is, are you talking against mama? Do you agree with your parents? And if you disagree with your parents, how good are you talking? I want you to acknowledge that part. Because, again, you are the fucking reward. And that's what you need to acknowledge for you to become that. The minute you strayed away from yourself, you lost. You worshiping idols. Then now your reward, your actions are based on your reward. That's why your reward is action based. With spirituality, this is you mastering the man within. This is why now the wise ones, we understand. That's why we tell you, what you get out of hard work, it's not the results, my brother. It's who you became. So again, this is alluding to you being the treasure. Who have you became? In so many words, how your actions, you elevated from your actions. But if you're looking at, let's just say, this is the market. Let's just say, just like they did with nursing. I'm going to use nursing for a second. There's going to be a shortage. We need to increase the pay. Then now, when you become making more money, you're a travel nurse. You could make 100. But all of that shit is to shift the market. So ultimately, when you step outside of yourself, oh my God, you are subject. You are whole. You are synonymous to a whole. And this is why when I was talking about the example of, when you said you had to do what you had to do, I'm not judging you. I had to do what I had to do too. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell you, that's why I was mentioning when I talk about Shaq from the bricks, I mean from Trenton, nigga said it from nigga. Man, listen, man. I mean, that's why you don't understand what that you wouldn't even respect this nigga. Cause you don't know what Trenton is. And then this nigga got a song with the Hispanic community. Nigga, if you live in Trenton, that's all you deal with. This Hispanic niggas. Man, I mean, again, when you don't know, you don't know. When you do know, man, you know on a whole different level. You really get to know the truth. The reward is you. Niggas like Derrick Rose, like Michael Jordan. This nigga came from a decent family, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like his dad, this nigga, you know what I'm saying, North Carolina, like whatever the fuck. Like Derrick Rose, my nigga. Like, and I'm saying that to say too, like it's not also a coincidence that Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan too. This nigga's crying about his dad, bro. How many niggas you know from the hood? Now, first of all, I don't even, that nigga, I was illegally adopted. I don't even give a fuck about my dad. I don't even know the nigga. Then you have a nigga crying about his dad? I'm doing this because that's what my... Nigga, man, you can argue with yourself all you want. I'm trying to give you the game for you to truly see what's taking place in front of you. And of course, the nigga was not a nigga. The nigga had a dad, man. That means that nigga used to play games with his dad. His dad was giving games to that nigga. And then that dad passed away. Oh, nigga, all of a sudden, I'm changing my career for my dad. And then now, this is why, as I'm trying to tell you. Now, you can connect to when Michael Jordan is telling you, fuck rap music. This nigga was not raised by rap music, nigga. Unfortunately for me, I was. And I'm saying unfortunately, not because I'm ashamed, but it's because, goddamn, nigga, I acknowledge that nigga too. Come on, my nigga. But now this is where I'm gonna have to flip it around though. Like, shit, nigga. Yo, Jordan, Jay. Yeah, I got the best growing up, nigga. I said that for a reason. What I'm trying to say is, listen, whatever was the best is what to acknowledge that helps you to realize who you truly are. This is where, this path, the path of the truth, like, nigga, man, a lot of these niggas from the hood, they know the truth, man. Like, man. But anyway, I'm going to cut this short here because I just realized I got something else. We're going to have part 2 into the reward system. But let me give you a basic understanding, like the reward system does not bring the best out of you. Now, you acting so-called smart, removing your emotions, thinking that you're making the best moves because now it's all about money, and then for you to realize that money is not everything. Because ultimately, go back to what I was telling you, a strong mind makes a strong body, but a strong body does not make a strong mind. For instance, for me, I could tell you when I fully grasped myself, I became the sexiest man alive. That's right, I'm saying it. But being a sexiest man alive will not make you the man that I am. This is where it gets tricky. But anyway, I'm gonna stop it here, and I'm gonna have part two because there's much more to say. But I want to give you the foundations. Embrace the foundations because ultimately I'm leading you to you, not who you should be, but to you who you truly are. And I'm trying to show you also the. Let's leave it here, man. Haitien, bro. Oh shit. Oh, I mean, we gotta make sure all of this is in there too. I mean, shit. I rock steady, nigga. Haitien, you already know.